Inside Tennis with the Cause is brought to you by Firkins Automotive. Find it at Firkins.
Hi, tennis fans. The Cause here with another half hour inside the world of tennis. Stay tuned. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Don't let the summer clearance event at Firkins pass you by. New 2018 Dodge Challengers just $169 a month. New 2018 Dodge Chargers $229 a month. Or new 2018 Dodge Durangos just $239 a month. Expect more, save more. Find it at Firkins. During the summer clearance event at Firkins, all new 2018 Rams must go. When you act now, get 0% APR financing for 72 months. Or sign and drive a new 2018 Ram Express, just $269 a month. Expect more, save more. Find it at Firkins.
Hi, I'm Johan Kriek, and you are Inside Tennis with the Cause.
Hi, tennis fans. The Cause here with you. Yes, we're at the Open. We're in New York. We've been here for 3 weeks covering pre-Open events. The Little Mo, West Point, boots on the court with Dick Stockton, Fila Media Evening, and the 50th anniversary of the U.S. Open, where it all started, Forest Hills. We have selected one of the most popular summer shows for our telecast today. We look forward to bringing you back all the action from New York. Hi, tennis fans. Happy Memorial Day weekend. Terrific as always to be with you. Busy times on the Suncoast and within the Sunshine State tennis scene. Wonderful time at the USGA National Campus with the Florida Special Olympics Summer Games tennis competition. Great to spend some time with my son Davidson and his Drake University tennis team at the NCAA Championships in Champaign, Illinois. More proud Suncoast IMG Academy moments. As the French Open commences, world #1 ranked junior girl Whitney Osugwe, along with world #1 ranked Sebastian Korda, are entering Roland Garros as the top seeds in their singles draw. So, what's on the show today? Well, we have another great one for you. You will visit the 2018 Elizabeth Moore Sarasota Open at Laurel Oak Country Club. You will catch all the excitement of the Sarasota Film Festival red carpet showing of the movie Love Means Zero with Tennis Hall of Fame coach Nick Bollettieri and his friends. And you will join Barb Lancer and Christina Bonilla at the Tennis Ball, a Grand Slam event for the Boys and Girls Club at the Shelby House Cafe. So let's get it launched with the Elizabeth Moore Sarasota Open.
Well, first of all, the venue has been great. This is the first year, as you know, at Laurel Oak, and it has been a seamless week. From the weather conditions to the support with Ty Braswell and his staff, it has been flawless all across the board. So it's been the best week I have seen so far in 11 years. Yeah, it's fun to watch now, and that's the beauty of the Sarasota Open, because you see these players who aren't really household names yet, and then perhaps months later they are, and you say, I watched them in Sarasota. I totally agree, Kaz. You know, that players' party on Thursday night really told the tale, because there was such a great turnout. We had so much fun. You trotted out your Firkins board, and we had all the ladies take part, and a few guys snuck in. I had a chance to hit a few balls as well.
Showed your skills out there.
Well, you did some great feeding that night, Kaz. That's what it all was all about.
Well, you never thought you'd be playing tennis tonight, did you, Christina?
No, I put my heels on. I come out here and I see women hitting tennis balls in heels. Who knew?
This is like the greatest Sarasota Open that I have been at yet.
I had a great time. Tennis is challenging on any given day, but you add in maybe a little red wine and some high heels, and it takes it to a whole new level.
But now the support from the membership here has been consistent throughout the week. The full stands during the finals. The players' party, again, was a great turnout as well. So really a positive from every perspective here at Laurel Oak.
Oh, this has been a great one. Anytime you go to a new venue, you're not quite sure what you're going to get, but they've done an unbelievable job here. And you look at the stands out here for the final, I mean, they are oversold out. And you don't see that in tennis all that much. So somebody's doing something good.
Riley, the last time we talked, it was in Flushing. Yep. And you're playing doubles with another big guy, not quite the height as you.
Yep.
Taylor Fritz.
Yep.
And you're sending out a message to the world. I said, what's new with the game?
Yep.
You told me you're sending it.
Yep.
You're
Yep.
still sending it. Now you're sending it in singles. What's it like coming here for a guy 6'11" going on clay?
Yeah, I mean, you still got to go for the full send. I mean, I watched Fritz send it last week in Houston, and just inspired me to, that I can send it even though it's clay. So that's pretty much what I've been doing. Doesn't change the game plan too much. But on clay, I mean, I try to play the same. I try to train the same, and I try not to get away from my game regardless of the surface.
You had a lot of fans out there today. What do you like about Sarasota tennis fans? They know their game?
Yeah, it was cool, definitely. I mean, Challengers usually is like 5 people max. Usually one of them was my coach and physio, so no, it's cool. They had a lot of people, which you don't see too much in Challengers.
Keep sending it?
Full send. Full send.
Well, Jay, my friend, what a battle that was. Before this battle, you had the battle of the qualies. Tough match today, tiebreaker in the third. What's it like to come here a few days early, battle through the qualies, then pick up a great win like this today, a marathon match?
Yeah, it was another really tough match. Even the ones through qualies and first round main was really tough. But that's what you get when you come to challenges. The levels, there's not too much difference between any match. So yeah, you need to prepare well and get ready for every day.
You were the #1 ranked player in your country, representing the British boys. #1.
Yeah.
But there wasn't any funds coming in from the Lawn Tennis Association, was there?
Yeah, no, not at the time. There was me and a few of the players that weren't doing it. But recently, at the start of last year, they mixed some things around, and then, we started getting funding, so it's good.
Life is jam-packed with tennis. I know how proud you are of your son, launching this place to get a USTA Pro Circuit event here. The boys are playing national level. We just met with Rebecca. She's into the game.
I love the years that I've had the privilege of watching them, from Ty and his brother Brooks, and now all 3 of Ty's boys, and Rebecca soon, I'm sure.
You had a player, your grandson Micah was in here playing. What's it like to have Micah playing in this event? He's young and he's in there with these upcoming superstars.
It was so much fun. It was, I told Ty actually, I said he belongs here. He played really, really well. We were so proud of him.
Rebecca, have you found a player here that's one of your favorites?
Yeah.
Who is it?
Well, the tall guy was playing on the other guy.
You mean Riley?
Yeah.
He is a cool guy. Well, we're going to have you stand next to him because it'll be looking like at the Statue of Liberty or something.
Yeah.
Hey, so glad that you're in our game of tennis. Welcome aboard.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
It's cool. It's cool watching the players. There's been some pretty cool matches. It's fun being a ball boy. And, yeah.
It's a great tournament. There's a lot of great players this time, and there's been some great matches. And so, yeah, my brother did pretty good. He lost in a close match. I'm kind of proud of him, and hopefully I'll be able to play next year.
Micah, you kicked it all off for the Sarasota Open, playing in the qualifier. How proud of a moment was that for you, and what was that like?
Yeah, Saturday morning was really fun, like the first day of the tournament and everything, and everyone from the club coming to watch. The crowd it was so much fun playing with the crowd and the ball boys and everything, because I'd never experienced that, and I can't wait. I look forward to playing more tournaments like that. It was really fun.
You put this together with the committee, with the board. How proud are all of you on this stuff?
I'm really proud of Laurel Oak this week. I mean, to have the tournament here is exciting. I appreciate the way that our board and our members and even the community has gotten into this, has gotten behind it and made it special. That was really our goal from the beginning when Tony approached us about having it here, is that our membership would get behind it and make it their own, and we're really proud of it this week. We've gotten a lot of positive feedback this week. From people who've worked it in the past, people who visited in the past, that they love the setting here, that the staff and the members are so friendly.
The great thing about this event is it's the number 3 tournament in the state of Florida, prize money-wise, $100,000 ATP Challenger. That's only surpassed by the Miami Open and the Delray Beach Open. So it's been a great event that's only 11 years old. It's a gem that may be hidden around the rest of the state that people aren't aware of all of the great people who have won here and gone on to do great things.
You cannot talk Nick Bollettieri tennis without bringing in this guy's name, Chip Brooks. How many years did you boys do it together? And I say boys because he wants to be called a boy.
Yeah. You know, Dave, I started working for Nick in 1974 in summer camps in Beaver Dam, Wisconsin, and Massachusetts. And we started the colony. He started the colony in 77. He said, "Do you want to go to Florida?" And I went, "That's a no-brainer. I mean, East Tennessee or Florida? Come on." So I came to Florida in 1977 with Nick, and, you know, I've just been here ever since.
You were coaching at the academy 4 decades, as we just touched. Now you've taken your skills. You're being solicited by players. And it started way at the top.
Well, you know, Dave, it kind of helps working with Nick. You know, you've been around 10 number 1 players in the world, and, you know, you watch all these players develop, and you're involved in their development growing up. And when they have problems, that's who they come to. They come to who they know and feel comfortable with. And so a few years ago, I started traveling with Jelena and
Yankovic, that is.
Yeah. You know, she was the number 1, and
you start high, don't you, boy?
Yeah. Well, you know, why start at the bottom when you can start at the top, right? But anyway, and you know, and I've traveled a lot with Sabine Lisicki and Heather Watson, and I'm with a young Russian girl who's an IMG client that came to the academy. Her name is Natalia Vikalintseva, and she's about 70 in the world and playing Fed Cup this week. That's why I'm here. I'm helping Misha Karanovich out, and his coach had to go back to Croatia this week, so I'm down here at the Sarasota Open and go to Europe on Sunday for 6 weeks.
How does a Big Ten guy go with an SEC? How did it happen? You played many times because this is the 4th tournament that you won, but how's the blood between the Big Ten and the SEC?
I think there's no like massive rivalry in between the two schools, so we can coexist and get along. I mean, tennis is a small community, so just in playing juniors in college, you just run into each other. I think a mutual respect brings a partnership together, and then we've had good success. So yeah, no complaints, man.
When you get together, and you're not talking today's ATP stuff, how much college tennis is still in you still talk about together?
Well, I still train in Knoxville, so I see our boys all the time. They got the SEC tournament coming up. Good luck, guys. So we're always kind of in the know. He trains in Ann Arbor sometimes. We always, we stay pretty in touch with it. And yeah, no trash talking because we don't play too much. I kind of rue the day that Michigan and Tennessee play each other. Yeah.
This is your 4th title. That was good stuff. What is the chemistry like? You couldn't miss for a while. It was explosive on your end of the court. Didn't matter if you were on the north or south end. They were coming out bombers. One of your better performances? What was going on?
Yeah, I think it's most definitely one of our better performances. I think first and foremost, I think we get along as buddies, so that makes life a lot easier on the court. And then tennis-wise, we know exactly each other's strengths and weaknesses, and I think they match up with pretty well with each other, like on the doubles court. So we have a clear idea of what we want to do, who takes what shot, and like the calls. I think we see doubles in a similar fashion, so we're able to have pretty good success.
This is an educated crowd right here in Sarasota. They were in awe with the shots coming out today. How good does that make you feel when an audience knows big-time tennis?
Yeah, you definitely. You can, you're aware of the crowd, so when they're kind of oohing and awing, it gives you a little bit of extra motivation to keep it up, I think. So, yeah, I mean, the crowd was great this week, all week.
Mike Wilson, this was your contrivance, your idea to have a Nick Bollettieri Women's Open Invitational here with the Sarasota Open.
Yes, my idea was to get the girls involved in this because people want to see women's tennis too, and to get a lot of the local flavor and get them the feel of a big-time event.
Parrish, you cannot get away from this place. You train here almost 7-11 on a daily basis. Now you're in the finals.
It's going to be fun because I train here. All the people in the crowd are going to be supporting both of us because we both train here. And the fact that we're friends is pretty cool.
I don't know. It's funny that I'm playing here and I train here every day. So I'm really used to the courts and stuff, so it should be good.
We are very pleased. It's so nice to have the competition here. The crowds have been great, the weather's been great, and bring some attention to Laurel Oak.
Oh, it has been a phenomenal week. We've had such a great turnout. All the players have been so warm and welcomed, and they feel great. So we're happy we have great volunteers and staff.
It has been fantastic. Very exciting, lots of fun, great tennis. We just had a fantastic week.
It's terrific. It's great for the club and it's great for the community.
It brings in a lot of people. We've gotten some new members and we get to show off our club.
What was the response from all your club members coming up to you?
Oh gosh, the response has been so positive right from day one, even during the qualies. Members were, first of all, a lot of members volunteered. This event takes over 800 volunteers. And a lot of them came from area clubs and also Laurel Oak, very heavy volunteer support. And they just loved it.
Elizabeth Moore, year number 2, the 2018 Elizabeth Moore Sarasota Open. How good does that feel to have this great event here?
I am so honored to have this tournament named after me. When Tony asked me to sponsor it a year or two ago, I said absolutely yes. And just this morning he asked me to sponsor it again. I was very honored to say yes. What a great venue. What a high level of play. And the players came out and they performed their best.
Certainly did. What a finals today. Wow. And the crowd, they couldn't get into it any more than they were. They know tennis. They appreciate great tennis.
Indeed. Everyone in the crowds, and I was up there too, was on the edge of their seats with long points. Everybody held their breath. They were so polite, but they were just, they burst into cheers when there was a phenomenal point.
Hugo, congratulations. 2 very tough 3-set matches to win this tournament. How tough was this one today coming back? And what did you do to turn the match around?
2 partidos duros de 3 sets. ¿Cómo hiciste para dar la vuelta?
Bueno, fueron partidos muy cerrados donde creo que aproveché la chance.
So they were very close matches where I took my chances when I had them.
How proud are you to win this for your country? Bolivia.
¿Qué tan orgulloso estás de haber ganado por Bolivia?
La verdad que increíble porque hay muchas personas que me están viendo a través de la cámara.
So it's incredible because so many people are watching through the camera here in the States.
Entonces me siento muy emocionado, más que todo. Me salen muy pocas palabras, pero por dentro estoy muy emocionado.
I'm very moved. I don't have many words, but inside of me I'm very, very moved.
Tony Driscoll, what a 2018 Elizabeth Moore Sarasota Open you had. Now you have a half a day off. I'm catching up with you at Siesta Key on the beach. Let's look back to last week. Fondest memories that will be in that memory bank forever with you.
Well, the members at Laurel Oak were tremendous. We were so happy to be there. And, of course, I want to thank Elizabeth Moore for doing everything she does. And it was just a great event. The weather cooperated. We couldn't have had a better week.
Firkins family, you've been with them from day one. They've been promoting tennis from day one, Nick Bollettieri.
Well, I think they help with a lot of local events.
Don't let the summer clearance event at Firkins pass you by. New 2018 Dodge Challengers just $169 a month. New 2018 Dodge Chargers $229 a month. Or new 2018 Dodge Durangos just $239 a month. Expect more, save more. Find it at Firkins. During the summer clearance event at Firkins, all new 2018 Rams must go. When you act now, get 0% APR financing for 72 months. Or sign and drive a new 2018 Ram Express, just $269 a month. Expect more, save more. Find it at Firkins.
Tennis fans, thanks for staying with us. Legendary coach Nick Bollettieri has made a major impact on our game of tennis. It is only fitting to now have a movie sharing his coaching story. Love means zero. Nick, for you, love means everything. You love people, you loved your players, you love life, you love tennis. What's this moment today mean to you, Nick?
Well, I think I'm trying to create more love. That's what I'm trying to do. I think that's the name of the thing, is to create more love. And if people would love each other and take care of each other, we'd have a happier world.
Well, I mean, Nick was basically why I became what I did, top 10 in the world, and I'm just so happy for him. And, it's amazing. I've seen the film, and it's fabulous. Ann White did a phenomenal job, taking 3.5 years, and it really cuts right to all the details of what Nick's about, which you know, Dave, too. So it's fabulous to be here for him because it's so well-deserved.
I came down here in the late 70s to be one of Nick's first students, and then 4 years ago I had lunch with Nick, and I said, somebody needs to do a movie about you, and I decided to talk to some friends in LA and somehow pulled it together and got Showtime behind, and lo and behold, we have a pretty good movie, I think. So I'm very grateful and honored to be showing at the screening at the Sarasota Film Festival, and of course talking to you. So.
Oh my, come on.
Well, there are so many people here that have known Nick for generations, not only students and colleagues, but former employees and family and dear friends. And Nick is a special man, and his accomplishments will never be eclipsed by anybody.
Well, it's great to see everybody from all of the eras. I mean, there's guys here that started before me back in the mid-'70s, and then the late 70s when we started with the colony program, and then the Palmer Bolletary, and then on to, it's amazing. It's like a reunion of everybody.
I mean, it's just wonderful because he's the man. I mean, he's done so much for tennis. He's done so much for this community. And, I was just telling somebody that I remember the moment I met him, and Nick has not changed from that moment. He'll say the same thing today that he said 40 years ago.
Oh, it's great. It's a great, especially here in the local community to be able to share this, and it's very nice, very nice. I'm happy for Nick. I'm happy for all the people from the Academy that participated in the movie, and for Ann White also.
Great friends. I mean, clearly he's the best at what he does, and he's been family. He's been family to myself and my mom and dad and everybody. It's been great.
I managed the club for him up in Boston, and I love Nick. Nick has been so much to the game, so much to me. I've learned so much through him.
What's this day mean for the city of Sarasota?
Well, it's obviously awesome to come and show and have so many people come and show their respect for such a tennis legend. But I think what's more is that really the appreciation and acknowledgement of how much this sport means to the community. This is, for all intents and purposes, the center of the universe when it comes to junior tennis, adult tennis, recreational tennis, and it is really a fabric of who we are, and I think it's one of the things that makes this area great.
How much he's meant to the game and how much he's meant to everyone who's known him, and it's just a fantastic day.
Yes, it was a lot of fun. I mean, making the movie and being with the director for free, we had me about 4 to 5 hours in the sun that day over there at my club. It was tremendous, but I was very happy to do it, and I will do it all over again.
How was it sharing your life with Sarasota? It was beautiful.
It was, and the packed house. It's just unbelievable, but Cuz, we got to keep going, baby. All right, boy. And thanks for all the support over the years.
There are many years to come.
So nice that the tennis community can come together on a night like this and raise money for such a good cause as the Boys and Girls Club of Sarasota County. And it's a tribute to Joey that everyone is rallying around the family with this great foundation. And the tennis community is just so quick to respond for great causes like this.
Brock and Blake, another evening in celebration of your dad. And what a celebration you two boys put together. A terrific video in his honor. What was it like sharing it with all of the tennis folks in Sarasota?
Well, I think it's amazing that how many athletes and true professionals that carry titles, world championships, World Series, that are amongst us, and I don't think a lot of people know that. So to put together a video, which Blake put it all together.
Producer, director.
Yeah, and listen, this is my first video ever, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I didn't know it was gonna be decent. I didn't have a clue, but I will tell you though, all the athletes in the audience truly made it easy. I mean, I literally they gave me names and I just Googled or YouTubed them and they just popped up. So I said, transition to that guy, transition to that girl. It was amazing. So. Well,
it was ready for the Sarasota Film Festival, and I can see that ready to go.
Sign up for next year. Let's go. Let's go.
Serious note tonight. This cause is overwhelming. the impact it has on these kids. You witnessed a boy coming out with all of us and what he had to go through. Just a beautiful ceremony, how he's received by the boys and girls community.
Yeah, Ricky, he was involved last year too, and it's amazing to see what these kids, what they go through, what the Boys and Girls Club do for them, and all the dedication that the staff have to just to make these people or these kids better people every day. Ricky truly had an upbringing where he had two moms, and they were labeling him as gay, and it just truly was just bullying and picking. And he goes to the Boys and Girls Club, and everybody truly just realizes who he is as a person, and just knows that he's a great dude, and it has nothing to do with that. And he is an amazing person.
You two put it together, made it happen. How much fun was it starting it, and how much celebration is there tonight?
It's our 5th year, and it was fun starting it. It was rough starting it, but now we're flying, and I'm so fortunate this year to bring on my co-chair, who is Christina Bonilla. She's been amazing and been such an asset, and I know we're going to just raise tons of money for the Boys and Girls Club, which is our goal.
The remembrance of Joey Groton will never go away. The celebration of what he gave kids and the celebration of his tennis facility, the tennis center out there, is changing lives. What kind of chills run down your back when you start to see what these kids are saying about it and proving that they did deserve a second chance?
And they do, and unless you've made an impact in a child's life, I don't think you've really given back. And every time I walk into the Boys and Girls Club and see it all come together and how much they enjoy it and how much they're learning and things that they wouldn't be exposed to normally, and we bring that to them, and it really does send chills every time I walk through those doors, and those kids are so happy and they have a wonderful place to go, and it's just a blessing, and I'm happy to donate my time and energy, and if Barb and I can raise $1 more for them, all this is worth it.
You are such a family man, such a parent. What does it do when you see the impact that this program has on the lives of hundreds of kids in Sarasota, giving them a second look at life?
Being a family man mean what the little presents means for the kids. And if you can make their life nicer, better, what else you can ask?
Tennis fans, great to have you with us on Inside Tennis with the Cause. We love our sponsors, and you will too. Stop by and see them. Until then, remember, in tennis scoring, love means nothing, but love of the game means everything. Keep alive your love of the game. Love you, tennis fans, and we'll see you right here every Saturday, 12:30 on SNN.
Inside Tennis with the Cause has been brought to you by Firkins Automotive. Find it at Firkins.
Last chance to get spring sales event savings at Firkins Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. Don't miss the spring sales event at Firkins Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram.